Jake and Connor in the morning.
Morning.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mini BS Corner, where we bring you all the BS news for you to enjoy this week. I'm your host, Vita Mesquite, also known as Jake. Got my buddy Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor.
Say hello.
Hello. Racist. You said, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Do we have any female listeners? If
I
there's
hope
a place to comment. If there's a place to comment,
I don't even
do.
want you. I think Donna's lady friend listens, and I don't even want her. All dudes if we can.
+9, all dudes.
We do not want diversity on this show.
Nope.
So, also, I don't know if you've listened to the boys' episode last week, but they decided that you're either going to be called Conbon, like I can only assume James Bond, or what was or Contra.
Ooh.
So I was wondering, you don't have to decide now.
That's a tough choice between the two.
We can put a pin in this and come back to that next week, and then
we'll put a sword in it, and then we'll decide.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're gonna hop right into it because there's a mini BS, and we don't want to take up too much time. So you go first this time. What have you been playing?
Lately I've been bouncing around a little bit. I must admit to many
nice.
people's
What system's that?
I have.
Sorry.
I deserve it. Quality radio. So I've been playing a little bit of God of War. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm still avoiding spoilers like the plague. And lately, I have been wanting to scratch my PvP itch, if you will. So I powered up that Destiny 2 Warmind, hopped into about 2 games of ranked Crucible, got obliterated, and then went back to playing Call of Duty World at War. And I'm good at that one, so I've been playing that. Actually, just before we started this podcast, I went 22-7, which I know isn't extremely good, but for me, that's pretty much as good as it gets. So I soaked that up, shot a bunch of people.
2-27?
22-7. 2-27. You carrying the team. But you know, they just keep releasing great content, and the gear's been really fun. They kind of introduced with this one, and the fact that they are constantly incentivizing you with new drops, and the DLC's been fantastic. It's no wonder that Activision Blizzard's been doing so well. Nice. What about you, Jake? What have you been playing?
Just a little bit more Dragon Quest Builders, which for me lost a little bit of its steam because it's 4 chapters, and I just found out because I didn't do a ton of research before that when you start each chapter, like chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, you restart from scratch. So really stoked that I spent all that time to build.
I know you're a save state kind of guy, so that must be especially frustrating for you.
I was like, what? So I lost a little bit of steam.
Oh, you're just admit you're done with that game now. It's over.
I might be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's over.
That was super disappointing. And then
say goodbye.
And then I went back to. We always have games that you kind of go back to. One of mine is Fez. I don't know if you ever played Fez. Did you?
I'm not going to confirm nor deny in case any type of community that follows this is like, Connor's never played Fez. We can't trust him. So I may have played it. I may not have played it.
Well, that's an equally obtuse answer, but
excellent.
I love Fez. I'm going to be playing that game quite a bit. I'm going to I always go back to Super Mario World. I play that a lot. Eric always plays, was it Final Fantasy 3 or 4, whichever one has Cecil. He plays that like every year. I'll probably play Fez every year. It's super aesthetically pretty. It has great music, and it's just like a super fun, casual exploring game.
Excellent.
So I mean, it's like came out 2012.
Oh wow, it's an older title. Well, one for me that I always kind of go to and try and revisit like once a year is I try and play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask at least once a year.
On your DS?
Yes, sirree. On my DS XL, the big boy, that big boy. But now that Nintendo Switch has come out, it feels quite archaic. And I wish they would just release back catalog games for Nintendo Switch. But that seems to be a slow developing thing for some reason. I can't imagine why.
I wonder if any video game podcasts have really ever dived into that one.
I wonder. If only we have talked about such things. So that's what we've been playing. Anything you're looking forward to on the Horizon?
No, same old, same old. Mario Aces, I will probably pick that up and talk about it on the podcast a bit. I think I'm the only one in the group that's gonna pick that up. Right.
I'll buy it with you. I'm not afraid. I'll do it purely for friendship.
Have you played it?
No.
You haven't played any of them?
I'm not going to play it. I'll just buy it.
Good friend.
Support the publisher.
That, and like I said, and then Dark Souls, of course, and then I'll probably pick up the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze when I can find it used.
Nice.
I'm not gonna spend 60 bones on that. So
Aww.
I'll wait.
It's really going to be a $60 title, even though it's a remake?
Yeah.
Wow, those greedy Nintendians.
Dark Souls is just gonna be 40.
There you go. That's still overpriced in my opinion, but hey, what are you going to do?
I think they just took down the Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition on Steam. I think they just took it down. If not, they're taking it down very soon to get ready for the remastered edition. So,
oh wow,
for all you PC gamers out there,
yes, all of you enjoying your crisp graphics and your 60 frames per second.
Yeah, just that. Yeah, I guess we're gonna dive right into Dave's Stock Corner. Yeah.
No, we're not, because I didn't get to talk about what I'm looking forward to playing, which is Red Dead Redemption Dos.
Pass. We're gonna just pass on that. Okay, we're gonna go right into.
Anyway,
Red Dead and what?
Today on the 10th, Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a fairly big deal.
Right.
They released some new screenshots today, which look absolutely fantastic. They released on Rockstar's own website. Okay. Yeah, disco-themed Red Dead Redemption screenshots. And let me tell you, this guy, this main character, and I'm just spoilers, I'm not going to say his name, he looks like he's been smoking a pack of cigarettes and fighting grizzly bears every day. The textures on his skin look incredible, and the shine in his eyes lets me know he has secrets that I need to discover. It looks so good. It looks so, and I don't know if these screenshots were captured in engine or not.
Like 4K good?
Like 4K good, like 4K.
Delicious 4K.
And you know what I said? I said I don't know if these are captioned in engine. And then when I said that, I realized that it's a Western game, and I should perhaps not say things like engine.
Oh yeah. Well, not today. We'll just
not today. But anyway, that's coming out in October, which it seems like eons away. So I'm sure there'll be 5 to 10 other titles, but that's the one that's been kind of tickling my brain bone today.
Blowing your mind grapes.
Mind grapes being smushed. All right, well, now that I got to say my half, I think it is time for what you've been all waiting for ever so patiently since our last episode, which I believe technically has not aired yet. So all of our previous stock news will be completely irrelevant by the time you hear this. Hopefully this stock news will be somewhat relevant.
Stock Corner! Better than Dave!
So much better than Dave.
All right,
everybody.
Since I don't really invest in stock, not because of lack of interest, just because I'm not in it right now, but Connor's going to take this one.
I'm going to take this one. So, last week we were talking about some video game companies. One we talked about was Activision Blizzard. They were set to report their quarterly earnings for Q1 the Thursday, I believe that we were talking about it. They came out and there was
quarterly earnings.
Quarterly earnings. And so we're competing so much copyright fraud by even saying that. And they were fantastic. There was a lot of apprehension with things like Fortnite kind of being in there, taken away, but they plowed through strong. The stock is currently trading at $72.90 with 10 cents down after hours trading. And I got to say, I bought and sold it. I made a little bit of ducats, but had I held it longer, I could have made some more ducats. So that's, folks, don't be afraid to hold your stock when you think you got a winner. Trust yourself. It's okay you made a little bit of money, and sometimes it's worth losing a little bit of money to make even more money. Another one we talked about was Electronic Arts. They just released their quarterlies yesterday, and they were fantastic, and they even drove Activision stock up another $2 in early trading today. Electronic Arts was trading at 128.50 pre their quarterlies, and then the stock went up about 2.10% today and closed out at 133.76. So there was a nice little return, which fortunately I was able to pick up on this one. But because I did not trust myself, and I'm not Dave, I sold at the day's low of 130, only to see this stock shoot up to 134 in the afternoon. And yes, I was crying tears of blood. The last thing I want to talk about is indirectly a video game stock. It is NVIDIA. They make all the graphics cards that are in your PC computers. If you're a gamer who knows what they're doing. Well, they released their quarterlies today, and I much anticipated a straight shot up into the stratosphere. Well, I did receive it, and the stock shot up to 164.10. Literally 35 seconds later, it plunged $11 down to below where I bought it. So I now hold a roughly 6 to 7% loss on NVIDIA. So if we can all fingers crossed that it opens high tomorrow morning and that it was just an aftermarket dupe, but we shall see. Jake, do you have any questions about Stock Corner before we rack Stock Corner up?
No.
No. All right. Awesome radio. Thank you so much. All right. Well, everybody, this has been Dave's Stock Corner. We're keeping an eye on Blizzard. We're keeping an eye on EA, and we're hoping that NVIDIA goes back up tomorrow so that I can have food to eat. Dave's Stock Corner!
Dave's Stock Corner brought to you by Contra!
I think Contra is going to stick because it sounds it's like a villain name, it's a cool name, and it sounds like a corporation.
Yeah,
In fact, it might be.
It's definitely better than Veet. So, but I'm kidding. Vitas are awesome. That's what I'm playing Fez on.
You're playing a Vita? You Sony loyalist. I love it. We should get some Sony. We'll get some Sony stock tips for the next time.
Yeah, you weren't here for all those. I love the Vita. It was like the system that could have been but wasn't.
Yeah, it's that tween. It's that middle child. You know, you're not the firstborn where everybody's like, "Oh, he's so cute," and you're not the newest baby where you're like, "Oh, you're the older brother." It's that middle child who just kind of gets tossed to the side and
lost in the doldrums.
Exactly. All right, so we have a bit of cultural milieu to depose upon our listeners' cerebellums.
Yep. We're still deciding on what we want to call this, but for now we're calling it other stuff.
Other stuff.
Where we try and talk about a little bit of other stuff we're interested in.
Yes.
So, and we're going to jump right in. I'm still listening to it 30, 40, 50 times a day. Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise. I did the first verse last week. I'm just going to dive right into the second verse just so we can kind of pick it apart piece by piece. Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready. Born ready.
So, second verse, right? I look at a situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the street. So I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a locked out gangsta set trippin' banger. And my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life do or die, what can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know.
He didn't even rhyme the last line. You can rhyme so many things. You can rhyme so many things with 4. I'm 24. You know, like, I won't know anymore. I don't know if I'm going through that door. Oh, I'm 24 and I'm sore. It's just, there's so many options.
You can bring that up when you write a song that goes platinum. So
if you want to challenge me to write a rap that's better than Coolio, I will accept your challenge, sir, and we can do it on air for all the listening boys and girls. One question, though. When he says he has a 10 in his hand, do you think that's referencing a weapon or a $10 bill? Or is it a denomination of drugs? And is it racist that those were my 3 options?
A 10. Well, my guess is money. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I just
I
made
can't
why
think of.
why a $10 bill? You know, got a hundo in my hand. That's what I would say.
Well, it was the mid '90s. $10 went a little bit more than it does now.
That's true. That's hey. So, do we have an email where listeners can email in, comments, things they like, things they didn't like, tell me how much better I am than Dave at stock stuff?
We
Is there
do.
any?
When Brian made it, he made it like super game cast. It's not like it's kind of.
It's
It's like a
terrible.
weird version. It's like a weird version that I constantly forget, especially since I haven't heard them say it in a while. So, but any listener can find it. They just listen to Brian, or we'll get on the next episode. So,
All right.
or
Yeah.
we have an Instagram and a Twitter, just Super BS. If you Google, Instagram that, we should pop.
Yeah.
up.
So, guys, if you have any requests on stuff you want to hear about or any topics, feel free to write in. I know it's kind of a shot in the dark, but we'll see what happens. No nudes. Please don't send nudes. But as for the topic, if everybody wants to write in, if you're listening, about that game that you go back to and play once a year, that maybe nostalgic title that's been with you since you were younger. I know for me it's Ocarina of Time. I try and revisit it at least once a year. Cry a little bit, laugh a little bit, play a little bit of Ocarina. For Jake, it's some game called Fez. I don't even know what that is. Some stupid
It's awesome.
game, but yeah, whatever. It's not Ocarina of Time, that's for sure.
Or if no, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so anybody, if you want to write in, tell us your game, and we will go ahead and choose the best one, and they will be featured and have their game read along with their quote. So send them on in. We have a dedicated staff of around 200 people that are going to go through these one by one and find the best one.
Absolutely.
And by staff
Also-
of 200, I mean me. Yes, Jake, ready to go.
If you want to write in about any '90s hip hop, that seems to be a bent I'm on right now. So, welcome anything related to that too.
Perfect.
If you want to teach me something, send it in. So, yeah, that's it.
All right. Is there anything else you want to wrap it up with, Jake? Maybe some gauze or a belt? What do you want to wrap it up with?
I guess we can just let the listeners know the mini BS, we're planning on it being bi-weekly, so just kind of wanted to.
It's nothing. It's nothing sexual though. Bi-weekly just means every other week.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is what it means, and that is what we will be doing.
All right. Well, Jake, take us out.
Yeah, take us out, C-oolio. Been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in a gangster's paradise.
I hope they just do the slowest
Keep
fade
spending
of
most
you.
our lives living in
In the gangster's paradise.
power and money in the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them. Okay. Oh crap! I guess Connor stopped recording, so now you can only hear my side of the conversation.
That's to us people that can feel things. It hurts.